we have this level of interaction, this level of involvement between, a hairdresser and Google, between a farm and Woolworths, between Telkom and an accounting platform. And I guess my question is, how involved should accountants be in a business in trying to shape some of those, relationships and some of those flows of data between the accountant and the small business and within the small business itself?
Colin, we believe that the accountant should be very involved with the business processes. In fact, with all the changes we're experiencing around the world right now, we have to remind ourselves that it doesn't mean markets will disappear. What's going to happen, and what has already happened, is markets will act differently. And so part of future-proofing your business is to understand how those markets will react differently. And I think this illustration you've just given is a perfect example of that. And so as an accountant, traditionally, we can be forgiven for thinking that we add value by crunching numbers, doing lots of data capture, preparing beautiful reports, and then giving it to the client, thinking we've added tremendous value. But the reality is that all of what I've just described are things that can mostly be automated nowadays. And that example of the analog versus digital divide is exactly that. So the best way in which we can add value is to understand that role that we need to play and almost say to ourselves, look, how do I reinvent myself? And I believe one of the ways in which we can reinvent ourselves is by seeing ourselves as business process engineers. Not only understanding very good and strong processes, but also understanding what technology is available that you can put on top of those processes that will not only help you regulate the flow of data into a company's ecosystem, but also doing it in such a way that everything's integrated using different kinds of apps, all plugging into the same, in this case, what I would suggest, a digital accounting platform like Xero. And that's one of the reasons why, as a firm, we've decided that it's either Xero or it's nothing. So if you're not prepared as a business to go onto Xero as your platform, then we are unable to work with you, because we don't believe that there's an equal in the market out there that can act as a digital accounting platform that can integrate with literally thousands of other apps. That's how we see it. So I think it's that combination of being a business process engineer, but also somebody who happens to understand debits and credits very well.